All right, welcome back to Natural Phonics Primer, a universal safety net for literacy. We're doing exercise 36, and this is one of the more complicated lessons. Not a lot of words, but it's going to take us a little while to do this. All these are spellings for the long O, O, and we have another pattern that we'll study in the next step. The phonovisual word, keyword, is rose, and you'll notice that here you have sometimes they're called split digraphs because you have the O and the E that says O. Well, here you have OE that says O, but they put a consonant in between and split that digraph. And so when you have rose, they put this consonant in here. But the OE still says O. Some people say the E is silent and jumps over the S and makes the O say its name or its long sound. Different ways to look at it. Main thing is just know that these are patterns for the long O spelling. So you have OA in goat, OE in toe, OLD, here the LD, in gold, OLT in colt, OLL in roll, OW in low, and remember OW can also say owl, but here it says O. The O in so, that's at the end of a short word, like the E at the end of a short word may be. See, so now here you have so. Let's look at each one of these. OA, and again, you need to tie these in with the meaning. Remember, it's called amalgamation or amalgamated word. A lot of people call them sight words, okay? Brain word is the Dr. Richard Gentry's term. Brain word, I think, is the best one, where that you have a word where that everything related to that word, the sound, the spelling, and the meaning are all tied together in one package. And so when you think of one aspect of that word, it's going to bring to your mind all the other aspects of that word, and that makes it a word that you identify instantly in a split second without having to sound it out. And that's why we start sounding out the word to get the sounds, but then we want to move on to instant recognition. Anyway, here we go. We have boast. That's another word for brag. I like to boast about my Natural Phonics Primer. I believe it's the best phonics program, at least that I have seen. Next we have boat. The boat can float on the water. Coach. I had a great coach in high school, Coach Wilson, one of my favorite coaches ever. Coal. You can burn coal to keep your house warm. Coast, along the water, along the ocean, the coast. Coat, wear a warm coat to keep warm in the winter. Coax, you coax somebody to do something. Maybe you go swimming and you try and coax your dog to go in the water with you. Coax. Come on, let's go. Float, you can float in the water, or perhaps you've had a root beer float. Foam, when the water foams up, you have foam. Some kinds of soap make a foam when they're in the water. Goal, our goal is for every one of these words to be a brain word that we can identify instantly, but that comes after much practice. And you'll notice as your speeds get faster and faster and faster as you do your timings and the exercises, that you can recognize these words so fast, like in an instant, and your reading will improve. Next we have Billy Goat. The goat, they say goats will eat about anything. Groan, people complain, say, oh no, do I have to write a 500-page word story? Next we have, well, maybe load. Mr. Potter can put a big load on his pickup truck. Loaf, a loaf of bread, or how about a meat loaf? Loan, can you loan me $5, please? Oak, a oak tree. Oar, you paddle the boat with the oar. Oath, you often will take an oath of office when you get in an office. The president takes an oath of office. Oats, you can feed oats to your Animals, Mr. Potter likes oatmeal for breakfast. Road. The road was very rough. Roam. The cattle just roam around. They don't have to be in any one place. Roam. Roar. The lion can roar. Roast. I like a roast. Also be used as a verb. You can roast. A roast in the oven. Soak. If your foot hurts, you can soak it in water. Soak. Soap. Use soap and water to get your hands clean. Soar. The bird can soar high in the air. Throat. I hope you don't have a sore throat. Toad. Toad on the road. That's a little story about a toad, kind of like a frog. Toast. I like butter and jelly on my toast. Whoa. The cowboy said whoa to slow his horse down. Now we're going to do the OE. We have foe. That's your enemy. I hope you have none. Goes. He goes to school every day. Hoe. For some reason, a lot of my kids don't know what that means. When you hoe the weeds out of the garden and you use a hoe. If you don't know what that means, look it up in a dictionary. Joe, that's a name. Joe, I had a friend when I was a little boy named Joe. Toe, don't stub your toe. Whoa, when things go bad, you say, woe is me. Now we're going to do the O sound. And we have two consonants here at the end that make this say its name. O, old. So you need to learn these spellings. The first is bold. He's bold. He's not afraid. He's very brave, very bold. Cold. It's cold outside. And later when you learn the word could, please learn to distinguish these words. They're going to be on a test. If you're one of my tutoring students, you're going to have a test, and on that same test is the word cold and the word could, and you should know the difference. Could is C-O-U-L-D, add a U. Next we have fold. Fold your paper nicely. Gold. Mr. Potter has a gold ring that his wife gave him years ago. Hold. Hold my hand. Tell a little child, hold my hand. Don't be afraid. Old. Over the years, all of us end up getting old. Scold. He scolded the child when he spilled his milk. Scold. Sold. He sold his car. Told. He told me the truth. So notice that LD is going to make that O say O. Now you got old, as in bolt. You take a bolt and put a nut on the end of it. Colt, a little horse. Jolt is what you get when you drink something that's got caffeine in it. It kind of gives you a jolt. Or if you touch electricity, a little bit of electricity can give you a shock, and that's a jolt. O-L-L is old, like roll. I like butter on my roll. Roll can actually have several meanings, like roll out the carpet. But I think of a roll that you eat. Scroll. Years ago, they had scrolls that they would. The book was actually rolled up on two sticks, and you just turn the sticks, and you could read the book. The roll. Scroll. Scroll. By the way, it's a triple consonant blend on the stroll. Another triple consonant blend on the beginning there. You can go for a stroll, a little walk. Toll. Pay the toll on the toll road. Then we have OW, and this is interesting because we already read a bunch of words where the OW said ow. Here it says O, so you need to learn the spelling of these words. The first one is blow, like blow out the candle. Bowl, a bowl of delicious cereal. Crow, that's the bird, a crow. Flow, the water flows down the stream. Glow, the light behind me glows up there on my fan. Next we have grow. Exercise and eat good, you will grow. And as you grow, finally you will be grown, where you won't keep getting any taller. Growth. Every year you should have a little more growth until you are grown. Low is low, not high. mow the yard. And if you're a farmer, this actually could be mow, like a hay mow, where that you put the hay. So there, the OW can have either sound. And row, this is row, like row the boat. And sometimes you might see they had a row, they had a fight, but this is the O sound, row. Show, can we go to the show? Can you show me your spelling test? Slow. Sometimes it's better to read a little slow so you don't make any mistakes. And then start building speed. Snow. The white snow is beautiful. Throw. Throw a ball. Tow. You tow a car. Car broke down, so they're going to tow it to the shop. And I added a word here that's not, you won't be timed on this, own. Do your own work. And then the last three words is the O at the end of a syllable, as in go, no, so. Okay, good luck with these.